She's a singer and former member of Destiny's Child. He's a gospel icon and superstar pastor. Together, they're doing God's work in helping struggling choirs find harmony. Let's take a look.
You went to How Sweet the Sound. You won't go past there.
Okay, God.
Oh, my God.
That attitude doesn't work.
All right, honey. Okay.
Don't call me honey.
All right,
Call me Michelle.
If y'all want to have this quiet, y'all can have it without me.
You probably should exit.
Okay, well, I'll leave when I feel like leaving.
I think you should leave now.
You cannot put me out, Miss Destiny's Child.
Excuse me? The level of disrespect, I'm here to help you guys. We were called.
Whoa, it's getting hot in here.
I know.
And here to discuss their new Oxygen series, Fix My Choir, are Michelle Williams and Deitrick Haddon. Welcome to Arise 360.
Hello, everybody. What's up,
Every
y'all?
time we see that clip, it's like we've seen it for the first time.
Y'all going off here like, how dare she?
Like an
disrespect my
out-of-body
sister.
experience.
We're coming to help you.
Exactly.
Oh, honey, folks like to try
They
it.
sure do,
my
don't
God.
They
they?
will try you.
Our patience and our godliness was
Yeah.
Had to kick
tried
in.
that
Sometimes
day.
all you can do is pray for them, though.
So you're lucky I'm saved, girl. That's what you tell them.
I know that's right.
Actually, you lucky that my mama might be tuning in to this episode, so that's the only reason.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with
I'm
Michelle.
sorry, you're right.
She can hold her own.
All
We
right.
see.
Well, let's talk about the premise of the show before you pull out the
Before-
boxing gloves.
I was turned up all over again.
Before you take off the earrings and apply Vaseline,
Right.
let's talk about the premise of the show. So you essentially travel around the country and you
Yes.
help fix broken choirs. Tell us how this came to be and how you both came to be a part of this.
Well, we find the worst choirs and some good choirs.
Okay.
And we mentor them to the next level. Whatever goal they're trying to reach, we help them reach that goal. So we spend like 5 days with them and just pour into them. And it was so much fun doing this with Michelle because she's my sister from another mother.
Yes,
And-
yes.
Yes. So it was amazing.
How did you guys get connected with this project and with each other for this?
Well, it was a no-brainer. Me and Michelle, we're like family, and so I'm one of the executive producers along with Pink Sneakers and Holly Carter, and we just said who would be perfect for this part and who would bring that superstar quality. And the only name that could come up was Michelle Williams, my girl. She brings such a class,
Amazing.
and she balanced me out because I'm kind of tough with people.
It's kind of
Yeah.
tough.
What type of issues do you all encounter usually? What usually needs the most fixing?
People's agendas, knowing that you have to show respect. Being in the choir is about a team and it's about a family. It's just not about you.
Right.
If you want it to just be about you, you don't need to be in the choir. You need to be just sing a solo in church every now and then.
So wait a minute, you kicked them out?
Choir?
Divas? You
There
saw
are
one on the
divas
clip.
in the choir in 2014.
Yes, it is.
So how do you balance all the egos that exist within a choir, especially when you have to go up against the choir directors and we've been singing this way for 50 years?
And we kind of came across that where people were used to just being set in their ways and didn't want to adapt to change, or they felt like if they changed something, they would disrespect the legacy of the choir.
That was Mama Pat's choir from Santa Barbara.
Stuff like that. But we were able to get to them.
We did it. I think Michelle did a great job, and her star power really helped us to deflate some of those egos because none of them have been to the Super Bowl. She has.
Okay.
And sang at the halftime show. And so sometimes you have to remind folk that you're not a star yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
But
got
we
some
went
work
in
to do.
humbly.
No, we went humble.
We went in.
Yeah, we
Sometimes
did.
you just have to
We
drop
went
a
to
little
serve.
resume on them and let them know.
Can the church say amen?
Amen.
We went to serve and mentor.
Okay, that's a good thing. Now, while you were serving and mentoring,
Right.
did you ever have to actually kick someone out of the choir totally? If they just can't hold a note to save their lives, like myself, what do you do?
I think we tried to avoid kicking people out. We wanted to try to fix the issue instead of kick. That's the easy way out. Get out of here. You ain't acting right. Get out of here. You're messing up the whole choir. You know. So the best thing to do was to work through it. Actually, we went and brought choir members back that the choir director had kicked out.
Oh.
And we said, no, you're going to fix this because it's easy to get rid of people.
She really was an asset to the choir.
She was.
And if you find someone that just is like super tone deaf and can't sing, you have to find a place to place them in the choir. Not necessarily in the front row, but between other people to maybe they can hear. It's little tricks like that.
Good singer,
maybe
bad
play
singer.
that tambourine.
Right.
You know, or make them, you know what?
the bell.
Or be like, you know what, honey? you should just be president of the choir. I could really use some help.
Just welcome them when they come.
Be president
Put them in the right
choir.
place, you know.
Okay, so if you have all these elements, but it has to be more than just a great voice. What makes a stellar choir?
Yeah.
Well, the ability.
I was going to ask that question.
I think it's the ability to work together to reach a goal together as a team. That's what makes a great choir.
Okay.
Working together and respecting what each other bring to the table. Because I may not sing as high as you, I may be a tenor. But that tenor part is important, okay, to the whole body of work, to the harmony. And so I think that's what it is, you know.
Now, let's talk about great groups. I mean, Michelle, you're a part of Destiny's Child. What's it been like for you to transition from that group, and how has life been post Destiny's Child?
It's been wonderful. You know, I am continuing to learn myself, finding great things that I can do on my own that's totally separate and different from the group. Just finding my identity.
It's been so interesting to watch you grow up and evolve. I interviewed you well over a decade ago for the cover of Vibe magazine.
Yes, you
and
did.
You just become your own woman.
Thank you.
In front of the world. How has that been for you?
And that's what you said, in front of the world, to where it's like, I make sure to take some time away from it all to reflect, to pray, and just have some me time. Because when you sometimes in this industry, which I've been guilty of, you sometimes apply your self-worth according to what you're doing or your relevance or this or that. So, and when you've grown up in front of the camera like that, sometimes it's hard when you started doing it young. Sometimes it's hard for you to transition into adulthood and really be an adult because you comparing your self-worth to, you know,
your work.
Work from years ago. And it's like, don't do that.
It's hard to be in the spotlight. I mean, your other show, you're on another hit show,
that other
Preachers
show.
of LA. What's it like being under the spotlight all the time and putting your life out there for the public, especially when you're a preacher? You're even more criticized for what you're doing.
Yeah, it's not easy because people love preachers and they hate preachers. You know.
What do you mean
We
by
need
that?
you when we need prayer, though.
When you need prayer, call the pastor, call him up. We need prayer. Get my son out of jail. But when you think you're taking the money, I hate him taking all the money, making us pay all these tithes and offering. How many collections you gonna take up? And you know, you love them or you hate them. Like which one? And you know, the thing about reality TV, because it had never been done before, for preachers to go on reality TV and show everything you got. And the thing about it, what bothers me is it gives everybody the right to just pick you apart. They sit at home and say, "Oh yeah, look at his teeth. Look at what they got on. Look at it. This air," and they take to Twitter and Facebook. So it's not easy because preachers are used to being praised because you work so hard helping people. So when you got people talking negative about you, everybody just messed up. They be calling me, "DJ, see what they said about me?" All the preachers. Hey, DJ, we gonna make it through this one.
How do you, and Michelle, how do you both manage being under such a microscope?
Detox yourself from it.
Yeah.
And of course, in this age of social media, you know, you have to be engaging. So some stuff you're just gonna have to see.
Right.
And it's just up to us and how we respond, if we're gonna respond, or just does it go in one ear out the other, or just be blind to it.
I think I've developed tough skin. Like I can handle anything. There's nothing that you could say that can detour me from what I'm called to do or what I feel like I need to be doing.
I said that to someone on social media one day. I said, look, those jokes, I've heard it already.
Exactly.
Come with something new.
Please.
Well, hopefully you guys will both bring us something new. What are you working on besides this show? What can we expect?
My album, Journey to Freedom, is out now.
It's hot, too. Yes.
Say Yes featuring Beyonce and Kelly is still doing well. It's just going up the charts. So I'm excited about that. You can get it right now. Where it can be legally downloaded. iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, or like your retails, your physical
I'm just
retailers.
working on these shows, executive producing these shows. People need to know that Fix My Choir is taking over the time of preachers. So Fix My Choir will come on at 10, and then Preachers of LA will be bumped up to 9. So all those Preachers of LA lovers and people who are watching that, everybody's mama watching it.
Okay. Wednesday nights on Oxygen.
Is that
On
right?
Oxygen, yes.
All right.
Thank you both
so
for being
much.
here.
Y'all are
Thank y'all
wonderful.
for having us.
Congratulations.
Come again anytime.
Anytime.
Thank you, and congratulations to you, too.
There we go.
She serenaded the baby.
Thank you. And tell Kelly I said hello. We have to have a play date at some point.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
All right.
She'll love
You're ready,
that. She's going to
Auntie.
be such a great mommy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much
All
for being
right.
here. We'll be right back with more Rise Entertainment 360.